parents, I'm going to talk to you about writing concepts and what the expectations are at this point in the year. You can find these at the beginning of your child's binder and a sleeve protector, and I have them listed there for the whole year, so you know what's not only current but what's up and coming. So this is to be thought of as a progression in how students learn with the ages and stages of development. So we start off by a child knowing how to hold a writing utensil. So holds a pencil effectively for writing. Then draws a picture that shows meaning. So if our writing prompt is draw a picture of a pet that you would have at home, and they draw a picture of a car, obviously they're not drawing a picture that shows meaning because they're missing the idea of the prompt. Using letter-like formations, let's say they drew a picture of a snake, and we'll write about the snake, and they just have a series of little squiggles and lines that look like letters. Then we have strings of letters would be like, okay, I understand what letters look like right now, but I'm not sure how to put them into words. So if they drew a picture of a snake or a cat, maybe the cat would just have, just random letters, F, C, K, M, because to them, they're writing about the cat, even though it's not the word cat. Labels pictures with some beginning sounds, so I'm just going to keep using cat as a reference. If we draw a picture of a cat, to meet this stage is, okay, I understand that cat begins with the k sound, so then my picture is going to also have writing of either a C or a K for that first beginning sound of cat. Use as many beginning sounds. Once we understand, like a sentence would be, I like the cat, they might start writing an I for obviously the word I. Like, they might write an L, and then cat for, C for cat. So if they wrote I-L-C, that would be a beginning stage of a sentence for I like cats or I like the cat. At this point, once they start understanding how to create a sentence using those beginning sounds, if I'm trying to write I like cats, we want it to be in the order of I-L-C. So if they wrote C-L-I, they're not writing from left to right. And of course, we want them to understand that once we start writing, we write from top to bottom if we're filling out multiple lines. And then print begins to match picture, meaning, again, if I'm writing if I drew a picture of a cat, it needs to somewhere in there be I-L-C for I like cat. If we wrote I-L-S for like I like snake, then our print of writing isn't necessarily matching the picture. So that's where they need to be at right now in the year. So just beginning to understand how to write and how it comes together. I'm going to show you some samples from the writing prompt. So it was about pets, and of course I've hidden the names to keep their identity safe. So knowing that it's just a string of letters at this point that begins to mimic writing. So obviously we've got some students that are way beyond where they need to be, which is great. So you'll see the progression of where the class is at. So this child wrote, I like the tiger. And T-I-G-R, even though the G is backwards, we still talk about that. But I-G-R. So writing tiger is totally appropriate without the silent E, because in kindergarten we need to write the sounds that we actually hear. I like the dog. Now this would be a problem if the sentence said I like the tiger, but their picture was of a dog. So of course our pictures need to match our sentences. We see the cat, so variety of writing. I like the tiger, I like the dog, and this child did we see the cat, which shows an understanding of our newest sight words we've been learning. This is I like the dog, awesome picture of dog. Just obviously we have a reversal of B's and D's, which happens. I see the dog. I see the cat. So lots of students way beyond where they even need to be right now. I like this is snake. So here is that emergent stretching out of snake. Not quite there yet, but definitely some of the sounds. I like this was puppy. So working on stretching out puppy. I like the fish. We have the I like still working on some finger spaces. F-I for fish. And of course, we haven't learned the S-H yet, so that's a tricky one. And then we have some strings of letters or no letters at all. Letter-like formations. So that gives you an idea of where they need to be.